The topic for today is about process improvement, how to achieve operational excellence through process redesign and improvement. And before I start, I just want to make a bit of a disclaimer. What I'm going to describe and talk about today is some research that we've done. So I'm going to describe what we did and what we found. I'm not going to make any opinion-based statements. What I'm going to say does not represent my personal, subjective views on process improvement. It doesn't. I'm neutral. I'm just going to report what I found. And I believe we've run the research in a very robust and rigorous manner. So the results are fairly valid and reliable, which doesn't mean they are definitive. It doesn't mean they cannot be challenged. And obviously, you guys are the practitioners. So I'm very happy, very open to any form of feedback, criticism, debate, and discussion on those findings. But please don't take them as opinion-based coming from me. I just try to describe things that we found. So hopefully you find it interesting and informative. All right. So first I'm going to describe the research problem, the research context. Where are we coming from? What is the issue at hand? Why did we go about doing this research? This research is really focused on best practices of redesign. I mean, improvement is a very broad topic. We can think of change or improvement in many different ways. I'm just going to focus on a very narrow focus, which is what research does. Usually you cannot address too many things at the same time. So I'm looking at best practices of redesign. And I will tell you more about that in a minute. What are best practices and how do we address them? I will go through the method that we used to give you a sense of what it is to do some kind of research like that. So not just go into a company, observe a few things, make some notes, and write a paper. There's a process behind it. So I'm just going to run you through what we did. And also the technique we use is quite interesting, quite useful to address a variety of phenomena. So maybe it's going to raise your interest. And then I'll spend most of my time on the findings. So we found that there are two universal practices that can be used across the board for all organizations across context. And we also found four distinct strategies that organizations can put in place, implement to achieve excellence. And again, I was a bit ambitious, so I put that as an appendix. If we have time, I would like to talk about variety. Because I'm going to describe a number of practices or approaches, but I'm not going to tell you what drives the choice, the selection of one practice or the other. And I believe, and again, that's more here of a suggestion, that variety is a big driver of those design decisions. So if you have time, I'll run you through some of my slides and ideas around variety. So again, a bit like yesterday, you can find that in the slides just to give you some reference points. So if you want more information, if you want to verify the quotes I'm providing, all of the references can be found in those four papers. Some of them are freely accessible. The first one can be downloaded for free. The three others may not be. So again, if you're interested, drop me an email and I'm happily forward those papers to you.